The franchise Shane Douglas, and you watching Pounding the Meat.
What is up, everybody? Pounding the Meat podcast. I am so glad to be here tonight. Welcome. We got a special guest. First of all, before I get started, I want to say shout out to all the boys holding down the show. I can't be on as much as I'd love to, but appreciate y'all. We got Joey V. We got Mike Jones, my chocolate daddy. We got Ethan. We got Jay Cross. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for holding it down. But tonight, the stars aligned. We have something special for you. The one who pulls no punches, right? The bro of all bros. The man, the myth, the legend. The one and only Mr. Vince Russo is in the building. Vince, welcome to Pounding the Meat podcast.
What's going on? Vinny Vegas, baby. Bro, that's a great open, man. Great open.
Thank you, bro.
To the show. I love the open to the show, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
You know, as I'm watching that open for the show, bro, it's like hysterical because I'm watching Hogan slam Andre. And can you imagine, like, Andre trying to be light for Hogan? like really, bro? Like, I'm going to be light and I'm just going to go up like a feather? Like, can you imagine that, bro?
You know what's crazy? You mentioned Hogan. Have you seen recently they're starting to do lie counters on Hogan? How many lies he tells? What do you think about that?
Bro, I don't like that stuff. Listen, man, I've had history with Hogan, but to this day, bro, I swear to you, I have no heat with me whatsoever. I know what he meant to the wrestling business, bro. Trust me. And because, him paving the way, guys like me were able to make a living in the wrestling business, bro. But, I got to be honest with you, man, when you talk about lies and this and that,
yeah,
bro, that's just the nature of the business, man. Bro, the day the wrestling business was set up on the independent contractor, bro, now it's every man for themselves.
Yeah.
This isn't a team sport. You're setting it up where it's every man for themselves. So yeah, bro, everybody is gonna lie, cheat, beg, borrow, steal to get ahead. Yeah. So come on, bro. But people want to point a finger at Hogan of being a liar. Like look in the mirror, man. I think
everyone, especially pro wrestlers and anyone that's been had some sort of fame in the past, they like to exaggerate some things, right? We want to make the story better. I'm Italian, I do that.
Yeah, and bro, not only do you want to exaggerate things to make the story better, but bro, sometimes you just forget things. But bro, I'll tell you what, I think the difference between myself and a lot of my colleagues is, bro, I know there are people out there that have forgotten things and just make shit up. I'm not that way. If I forgot something, bro, I will tell you I don't remember. I'm not going to make shit up.
Yeah. Hey, and I appreciate that answer. That's that deserves this. That's a good answer.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
So tonight I'm just going to be, it's not really going to talk about WWF, WWE, because you were on here last year and we went all through your WWF, WWE, whatever. I like the F. Keep the F in.
I'm with you.
Please. The E thing, I can't do that. Yeah. But, I want to talk a little bit about current stuff. I love your takes on current product and drama. It makes me laugh. I just love it, right? You're an entertaining human being, Vince. I give you that. You are really entertaining. By the way, you have a podcast. If anyone wants to hear Vince on his podcast, where could they hear you? Let's get you plugged in here.
Yeah, just go to Russo's with an S. That's russosbrand.com, and you'll see everything there.
Right, there you go. So russosbrand.com. He's got a bunch of podcasts that he does, a lot of shows. He keeps busy, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, I do.
So I was watching this documentary on WCW, and they said this, and I didn't agree with it, but I wanted your thoughts. They said the fall of WCW was strictly because of Vince Russo. Do you hear that at all?
Yeah, bro, listen, anybody who thinks that bro, that was my role. I was a writer. I was not talent relations. I was not in accounting. I did not give out contracts and decide who. I was the writer of a show. If anybody truly and actually believes that a writer of a show has like that much power to put a company, you're just an idiot. Like, bro, you're just flat out an idiot if you honestly believe that. So that's why, like, I don't address. I'm not going to address something, bro, that's just absolutely idiotic. I wrote their television show. If you think I had anything to do with them selling to the WWE, you're just a moron. So I'm not even going to address that. And
it's crazy to think about it, Vince. You know how crazy that is? You were the head writer.
Yeah, it's WWE. You're an idiot, bro. Seriously,
that's amazing, though. I look at it as an amazing accomplishment. You were the head writer of WWF during the biggest boom in professional wrestling history, and that's respect. I mean, I can't give anything but respect for that. No matter what people liked or didn't like about your writing, whatever, you still did it. What have they done, right? So that's how I look at that. But, so I'm thinking, I'm the head writer of WWF during its heyday. You must have had so many people, the people that were working there, try to kiss your ass, right? Get some better.
Bro, not really.
Really?
No,
like
bro,
Sonny come up and then get me in a little bit more?
Bro, I'm being honest with you. And here's why I think why. Because everybody had a spot on the show.
Right, that's true.
Everybody had a spot on the show. Bro, I always looked at it this way. I almost looked at it as a major league franchise. JR was the GM. So JR puts this roster together. Now JR hands the roster to me and says, Vince, here are the players. Now, as far as I was concerned, it was up to me to help every single one of those players get over to the best of their ability. So, bro, whether you were at the top of the card or the bottom, I was paying attention to you, and I was getting you on the show, and I was giving you character and storyline. So there really wasn't anybody kissing my ass, because if you were on that roster, you were on that show.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I was going back watching. I love to go back. Thank God for Peacock.
Yeah, right.
Some of this new stuff, I can't even sit through a whole thing, but I can go back to the 90s and sit through even the shit 90s. And just enjoy it because it's nostalgic for me. But man, those shows move fast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cut. You did get a lot on the TV shows back then,
bro. I go back on, like I said, on russosbrand.com. Every 2 weeks, I review an Attitude Era show.
Oh, that's cool.
Bro,
awesome.
Bro. Here's the bottom line between then and now, bro. You could say whatever you want to say about my work. It is 100% completely objective. So a person's going to love it. A person's going to hate it. But here's the bottom line, and here's the difference. Bro, when I was active in the wrestling business, nobody was going to outwork me. Nobody was going to work harder than I worked. And that's why, bro, when I see these shows today, I'm seeing laziness. I'm seeing you're sleepwalking through these shows by match, backstage interview, match, backstage interview, match, backstage. There is zero effort, bro, being put into any of these shows. You can hire AI right now to write every single WWE show, and you'll probably get better than what you're getting right now. So that's the thing, bro. Whether you love my work or hate my work, honestly, bro, I really don't care, because all I know is I did the best I could. I put everything I had into it. I left nothing on the table, and nobody in the history of wrestling from a writer's perspective has ever or will ever outwork me. And that's what it really comes down to, bro. It comes down to work.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I got my applause. So I'll give us double applause. Hold on.
That's great. So, guys, listen, whoever's watching right now, put your questions in the chat. We are marking the questions with little stars. I love that you could do this. That way you know to go back to certain things in the chat. We'll mark the questions with stars, and towards the end of the show, we'll shoot your questions to Mr. Russo. It's funny that you talk about the product now. You know, it's actually a perfect segue. Ric Flair has just signed with AEW, and they say, now Vince, they say it's not to wrestle. I call bullshit.
That's it, bro. Ric Flair's last match will be on AEW.
Yeah.
No doubt.
What'd you think of his other last match? What'd you think of that?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I didn't see it because I heard so many things about it. And it's like, bro, I don't want to see Ric Flair in that light. Like seriously, it's like, bro, now, you know, I'm a huge Beatles mark. Man, bro, you turn on clips of a McCartney concert now, and it's like, bro, come on. I don't want to see that. I want to remember you, man, at the top of your game, like greatness. That's what I want to remember.
A part of me as a viewer, now I don't know Rick, I'm not close with Rick. When I first saw it happen, when I saw him come out, I can't help but crack up. You know, when he does the dance, I mean, what is he, 80-something years old, and he's doing his dance. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'm like, this motherfucker is going to get in the ring again. And I can't help but watch it. So I thought it was genius. You know, if you want to get, now listen, it's not something where you're going to keep viewers forever, you know, but you'll at least get a big pop for one event for it.
Right.
I think it's, but I would not be surprised, Vince, if he dies in that ring.
Yeah, I made a comment and he answered back. I made a comment a couple of weeks ago saying, bro, he wants to die in the ring. There's something about being a hero to that. And he actually answered back my tweet and he said, yes, you're right. I do. He said it. He said, I want to die in a wrestling ring.
He's drinking Woo energy drinks.
Yeah.
You know, we all know, I've seen some of his recent interviews. He's still drinking heavily. This man is a party animal, and God bless him. If that's what he wants to do, that's what he could do. We got a comment that says, take a shot of whiskey every time Russo says, bro, I want you all to stay alive.
Yeah, exactly. So easy.
Now, you got a guy like MJF, right? Maxwell Jacob Friedman. To me, one of the best in the business today as far as what he does. There are rumors of him moving to WWE at the end of his contract. What are your thoughts on MJF, and where do you think he should go? Should he stay with AEW? Should he make his move and get paid?
It's a double-edged sword, bro, because every freaking wrestler wants to go to the big stage, and they know the big stage is not AEW. They know that. They want to go to the WWE. Bro, he will no doubt get paid well, but he will no way be allowed to do what he wants to do. He will be under control. And I don't think a guy like that, bro, regardless of how much money they pay him, I don't think a guy like that is going to be happy under control. And the more he wants to, walk to the beat of his own drummer, the more and more they're going to want to control him.
Right.
And I got to be honest with you, man. I don't think that's the place for him. They're going to try to conform him. And when you conform somebody, now you're just another name on the roster. and I think he would have a hard time playing by their rules and keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah.
I think it would be very difficult for him, bro. I don't think that would be the ideal place.
And you know what? I agree with you, Vince, because the whole thing about MJF is, what's he going to say? What's the limit he's going to push? What's the boundary he's going to push now?
Yep.
And that's the whole point of tuning into him.
Yep.
And I agree with you, but so it's either money or authenticity, one or the other. But we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Bro, one thing I found out though, bro, about creative people, bro, if somebody is really, really, really creative, bro, you could be paying them all the money in the world. If you are stifling their creativity, they're going to be miserable. And they're not going to care about the money, bro. They're not going to care. When you stifle a creative person, bro, they're miserable.
This leads me to a question. So today, Vince, if you had to write for one star today in today's product, who would you kill to write for right now?
Man, bro, that's tough because I would have said without even batting an eyelash, Bray Wyatt. I mean,
wow.
No doubt. Like, I mean, that was such an easy answer for me. But, unfortunately, Bray's not with us anymore. Man, bro, it's really, really tough. I think one guy that is really, really underutilized that I think I would really, really enjoy writing for is Drew McIntyre.
Really?
Bro, I think you could do so much with that guy, and he looks like a freaking movie star. He's a blue chip athlete. He knows what he's doing out there. But, bro, you got to give the guy the material, man. You got to give him the material.
I think he's 1 foot out the door, personally.
He might be. He might.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I feel a lot of frustration there.
Wow. Yeah. And I was talking to the guys. I'm like, you know what? I think for this question, he's going to say MJF. That's what I think.
MJF don't need me.
Yeah.
MJF is doing fine. And, bro, I'll be honest with you, Drew McIntyre wouldn't need me either if they were giving him a good storyline. But they're not. They're not giving him anything. And that's why I would love to work with that dude.
AEW, we've seen the photos on social media. They're making their rounds. The crowds just aren't there. And it's really, and they say, that's the hard cam section. No hard cam I've ever seen was sections 203, 204, and 205.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's a big hard cam. Yeah, it would be a big hard cam section.
That's a massive hard cam. No one's going. What's the issue? What's happening over there?
Bro, listen, man, do you know how easy it is to cater to an audience you already have? That is so easy to do, bro. That's the problem. In wrestling, it's not just AEW. AEW, WWE, they're catering to an audience they already have. And the audience they already have, bro, is like literally a wrestler could go up in the middle of the ring, take a steaming deuce, and they'll still watch that. They're not going anywhere. The problem is, bro, they're so used to catering to customers they already have. They have totally forgotten how to get new customers. So there's no new people watching wrestling, bro. That is the problem.
Would you take a job there? If they called you and they said, Vince,
no,
you wouldn't do it.
Bro, the only thing I would do, and I've said this a million times, and I'd be happy to do this, I would be more than happy to consult from this seat right here. But as far as going on the road and traveling and the backstage politics and all that BS, absolutely not.
You're over that, huh? Wow.
Oh,
I'm
my
surprised.
God,
Yeah,
bro,
I thought you might have.
No.
If you were there, what are some of the things that you would do to try and get them back in order here?
Bro, I would never be allowed to do it. If I was ever hired there, you would have so many people that would be trying to get me fired. I would never, ever, ever be able to do what needed to be done. It would just be a massive waste of everybody's time.
Right. So that's a hell no.
Yeah, it's a hell no. But what I would do to answer the question, well, here's the problem, bro. There's no reality in any of these shows.
No, I see that.
All of these shows live in the wrestling bubble. We're still doing matches where, oh yeah, okay, yeah, bro, I'll wrestle you on my time. And we're still doing, oh well, bro, now you've made this personal. Bro, you're doing the same old wrestling shit that was being done 50 years ago. There's no reality and no believability to wrestling whatsoever. And that's why casual fans cannot relate to it.
Yeah. I think another problem, too, correct me if I'm wrong, is Tony Khan. Tony Khan, within the last month or two, has been going ape shit on Twitter, right?
Oh, last month or two?
Yeah. How long has it been?
Last 4 years.
Long?
Last 4 years. Where you been? Last month or two, bro.
I mean, the last month or two, he's been going in on WWE. He's been going in on them hard, bro.
Bro, 4 years nonstop.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's a problem.
He's a huge problem. He is a huge problem. And bro, I got to tell you, see, they won't do this in wrestling, bro. And this is why I'm on the outside. Bro, if I'm working with Tony Khan, I'm smartening him the F up. Nobody's going to say anything to him, bro, as long as he's signing the check. They know he's making an ass out of himself. They know he's making, nobody will say a word because he signs the checks. Yeah. I'm the kind of guy, bro, where if you're signing my check, it is now my responsibility to be honest with you. You're paying me, and for that, you're going to get my honesty. And I would just say, bro, you got to freaking back the frig up, man. Get in the back of the car, man. Like, but nobody's going to do that over there, bro, because all they care about is he's signing the checks.
Do you think any of those guys are maybe whispering in his ear? Because you've worked with them, you know, Chris Jericho, the older guys there. Nobody.
No. Bro, they're wrestlers. They're laughing at him all the way to the bank. And I'm not saying that I blame them. Like, seriously, man, those guys should cash those checks as long as they can. I'm just saying, if it were me, I would not be able to say nothing. I would say, bro, the only guy like that might say something to him because money isn't an object. He's got all the money he'll ever need. You don't give a shit. I could see JR. I could see JR saying something to him because JR, listen, man, unfortunately, JR, you know, a couple of years ago, he lost his wonderful wife, Jan. Jan was a great person. So, you know, like, this is what JR does. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need the money, bro. He's not afraid. If anybody, I would not doubt, you know, JR being the guy. But I would also not doubt that if JR does try to smarten him up, Tony takes that offensively and he doesn't get anything out of it.
Yeah. And, you know, it's funny you mentioned JR. Are you still close with JR or the guys? Who are some of the people that you're close with? You know, let's go to WWF first. Who are some of the guys that you'll talk to? Maybe you throw a text here and there every month. You know, some people that just you've stayed in touch with.
Yeah, bro, not really that many, man. People like who are on, you know, russosbrand.com, obviously I'll talk to all the time. Right, I'd say, well, definitely I'm still super close to, like, you know, even though I didn't work with him at the WWE, I'm still super close with Stevie Richards. I you know, like, you know, a guy like Kurt Angle will send texts back and forth. You know, bro, recently we had a little healing session between myself and Double J. So once in a while, you know, I'll text Double J. But like guys I do my shows with on a weekly basis. I just finished doing my show with, you know, Stevie Ray today from Harlem Heat. Right. Stevie's a good friend. I'm pretty tight with EC3. I'll always be tight with freaking Disco, always, bro. But I'll be honest with you, bro. It's really not that many.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed you keep your circle small. You know, you don't have that many people that you really associate
bro, you know what it was? The older I get, the more I understand, bro. Bro, I was never of that world. I'm not of their world. I'm just not, bro. Listen, I'm a lot like you, and I'm sure a lot of people listening to this show, bro. I'm a blue collar Italian American.
Yeah.
When I got my job in wrestling, it was a job, bro. It was a job like any other job I've ever had. It was a job. And regardless of whatever job I've had, I've always gone out there and tried to do my absolute best. I wasn't a mark. I wasn't obsessed with the business. I didn't have this dream of one day. It was a job, and I treated it like a job, bro. And I was never of that world. I mean, bro, these people, it's 24/7. It's live and die. It's, WWE first, family second. Bro, I was never, ever, ever that guy, bro.
It's funny you say that, because recently, and I'm on the outside of this, so it was a blast for me. You and Sean Ross Sapp were hitting back and forth there.
Bro, listen, bro, don't give him the benefit of having a middle name, because, bro, people made fun of this dude in school. His name was Sean Sapp, and they had a field day with him at school. Just because he adds a middle name, bro, don't acknowledge that. He's not, bro, he's not a famous actor or a famous entertainer. There's no three names in wrestling. His name is Sean Sapp. That's his name, bro. Sean Sapp.
So I would assume you guys aren't going to grab a coffee with each other.
Bro, the guy's a moron. Listen, bro, he started the heat. Bro, I literally one night, I'm sitting on my couch at 11 o'clock at night, minding my own business. I get a random text from Sean Sapp. Hey, Vince, I just wanted to let you know you're a piece of shit. This is who, bro, these are the people you're dealing with. So the next day I went live on Twitter and I lambasted this dude. And quite frankly, I haven't heard much from him since.
Wow. So he literally, did you speak to him before that?
No,
Anything?
out of nowhere, bro. Out of nowhere. These are who these people are. This is who they are, bro. And this is why I have issues with them, because they're not professionals. Right. They could say they're professionals. They could think they're professionals. And then you're going to send me a text at 11 o'clock at night. Hey, Vince, just want to let you know you're a piece of shit. Yeah, bro, you're a real professional. That's how professionals conduct themselves.
Yeah, they I guess you would say these are the wrestling journalists of today, right?
They're marks, bro. They're
marks.
Glorified fans. That's what they are, bro. They're glorified fans, but it is the fault of the wrestling business by convincing these people that they are more than that. When you're going to have scrums, bro, and you're going to have pressers, and you're going to invite marks to these things. Bro, let me ask you this. Who's your favorite sports franchise?
Philadelphia. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Okay, fly, Eagles, fly. Bro, do you have press credentials to go to every press conference after every game?
I wish
Are you
I
there?
did.
Why aren't you there? You're a fan. Why don't you get to go? Bro, that's what they've done. That's what they've done in wrestling. Every one of these people they're letting come to press conferences and scrums, and they've made them feel like they're part of the business. And bro, you got casual fans like me. I'm watching these idiots and I'm just sitting back laughing at them. And I'll be honest with you, bro, that's where the wrestling business lost a lot with me. Bro, I can go back to the early 90s. Okay. The PR guy's name at the WWF was Steve Planamenta.
Okay.
Bro, if you wanted to interview a talent, it was like Fort Knox, bro. It was the equivalent of, Vince Russo getting an interview with Taylor Swift today. Bro, you could, because they were stars. They, okay, Vince, you want to interview Shawn Michaels. What are your credentials? Oh, well, I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram. Give me a freaking break, bro. But that's what they've allowed, and they've really warded down the business.
We're going to hit a couple questions here. We have a super chat. Shout out to Identity Withheld. We have, hello, gentlemen. As someone who has been or who was in the biz, I wish these toxic fans would spend 5 minutes even on an indie show. They would see how hard it is.
Absolutely, man. I agree with Identity Withheld 1,000%. Bro, do you know, I was in a situation where, let's say me and Bill Goldberg had a disagreement.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I'm locked in a room with him. It's just the two of us. I'm sitting in a chair. He grabs a chair, turns it around where now we're this close face to face. And bro, I'm sitting there and Bill is literally going like this. Can you imagine Dave Meltzer in that spot? Can you imagine your friend Sean Sapp in that spot? Bro, until you've been in that spot, go scratch your ass, bro, because you have no freaking clue. When you get in that spot, then you let me know. Till that time, you're a freaking joke.
I love the way you say sap.
That's it. He's just, bro, that's why he's got the middle name. Can you imagine kids in the 3rd grade?
We have Mike Miller. What's the best storyline you pitched but was never used? That's pretty.
Bro, I got to be honest. And again, this is where everybody says, oh, you're full of shit. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Bro, I can't recall a storyline I ever wanted to do that didn't get done. I really, really, really can't, bro. I had Vince's full support because I was getting Vince like huge numbers. So, you know, he got to the point of really, really trusting me. I wish I could tell you of one, but I can't.
You talk numbers, and man, I was going back and checking the numbers. What these companies would do today for WCW 2000 numbers. Absolutely insane. I still can't put my finger on the pulse of why it's so low. Yeah, the product isn't as good. It sucks, right? But I think they're just not watching TV like they used to, bro. I think it's all, we have a microwave generation of people that just scroll on a phone and get what they want and they're out.
Yeah, but you want to know something, bro? Here, I got my little, this is my little Fire Stick gimmick. Okay. Bro, here's the thing. I could turn on my Fire Stick and I can have a million options. Okay? And I can go through everything. What am I going to watch, bro? I'm going to watch what I think is the best program on. That's what I'm going to watch. Vince McMahon told me this back in freaking 1995. Vince, if it's good, they'll watch it. That has not changed, bro. You could have a billion options. At the end of the day, when people have a remote in their hand, they're going to watch what they think is the best option. And wrestling has not been the best option for decades, bro.
Right. It makes sense. It makes sense. We have a super chat. Now, I wouldn't normally post a comment like this.
Go ahead.
Vince,
do it. Do it.
But he paid the money.
Do it.
He said Vince Russo is a clown and deserves a Boston crab.
Like somebody to put a Boston crab move on me, bro. Yeah, Very nice. Very nice.
We'll give him that. Give him that.
What would I would love to know what Mike's definition of a clown would be. Is a clown somebody that tells the truth? Is a clown somebody who is passionate? What exactly is a clown? Bozo? Am I Bozo the clown? Do I do I make balloon animals? Like what are we what are we talking about here in the context of a clown, bro? I'd be very interested in that.
We have a question from the Instant Classic Review. What's the biggest advice you would give to anyone wanting to write for a wrestling company like a WWE, now TNA, coming back in action here? What's the advice you would give someone who wants to write?
One word, bro. Don't. Don't. Guys, listen, I have a degree in journalism. I have I have had paid writing jobs. I have written pilots for television shows. I have written screenplays. Bro, the last place I would ever want to write would be for a wrestling company. Get it out of your head, bro. Bro, listen, man, if you are a writer out there and you are serious and you are good at your craft, there are bro, content is king right now.
Yeah.
There are so many places, man, you could get a writing job. It's unbelievable. Don't go anywhere near professional wrestling, bro. I'm telling you, don't do it.
And shout out to, I believe there was a new an alert on my phone that the writer's strike is over. So I'm assuming that's a beautiful thing for writers out there.
Yeah, no, that is a beautiful.
That's great.
Thing. Yeah.
That's great. So some breaking news today, Vince. I don't know if you talked about it yet on your pod, but I recently saw it earlier today. Vince sold 8,400,000 shares of TKO stock back to TKO for $700 million. Literally let go of 30% of the company's stock. What's that telling you?
Yeah, bro. I can't believe I'm saying this, bro. I really can't believe I'm saying this. Bro, I feel so bad for that guy. I never thought I'd be saying this in a million years because, bro, as he's coming to the end of the road, look at what he's got. I mean, what has he got? And bro, I firmly believe without a shadow of a doubt that more recently, TKO, Ari Emanuel, they have been trying to separate themselves from Vince. And I believe because they know there's some bad stuff coming down the pike. I mean, we know about the NDAs, which is nothing, but my God, bro, he was getting investigated by the federal government.
Yeah.
So I think, bro, Ari got smartened up to, bro, he's gonna be charged A, B, C, and D. And if he's on the board, this is going to be a horrible reflection. And I think that's why they're trying to make the separation.
I think possibly this could have been the plan from the beginning.
It could have been. It absolutely could have been, bro. And bro, that's the thing. It's like, man, as the guy's reaching the end of his life and we're seeing him over there and
he's got a cane.
With the cane and Taker is his babysitter. Bro, when you look at that now, it's like, bro, what did all the money freaking matter? Like, seriously, bro, was all the money worth it? You know, you don't have close relationships with your family. You don't have any friends. So now, bro, you got piles and piles and piles of money. And what does that mean?
Yeah.
I really do feel bad for him, bro, when I absolutely should not. But I really do.
It's funny you talk about family, and you know, he didn't give a shit about your family. Remember?
God, bro.
And you now you see him, and you're like, well, yeah, look where that got you,
bro. I'll never forget, man. I'm trying to think of how long ago it was. It's been a while now, bro. It's been maybe 5 or 7 years. But you know, I left the WWE because Vince told me to hire a nanny to watch my kids.
That's crazy,
bro.
I'd be pissed.
Bro, about God, that was about 1999. Bro, fast forward to somewhere around 2018. I have a conversation with Shane McMahon on the phone.
Do you?
And I said, Shane and I always had a great relationship. I said, Shane, I got to ask you a question. And bro, keep in mind, this is 20 years after the fact, whatever it is.
Right.
I said, do you know why I left the WWE? And he goes, yeah, my father told me that WCW offered you more money. I said, Shane, your father's full of shit. I said, the reason I left WWE was because your dad told me, Vince, I don't see what the problem is. You make enough money, hire a nanny to watch your kids. Bro, there's a long pause on the other side of the phone. Shane says to me, Vince, I don't doubt that for a minute. That's how he is with my kids.
Wow.
So So I right there, I'm like, man, bro, he with his own freaking grandkids. Bro, look, bro. Yeah, I mean, his freaking son now, Shane's son Declan plays for IU. You think if Vince is 77 years old, let me go see my grandson Declan play at IU. Oh no, I'm gonna go to Saudi Arabia. Like it hasn't stopped. Like, bro, it hasn't freaking stopped. That's the same thing with Flair. Like, one of the things Flair said back in his response to me was, he said, Vince, he goes, I forfeited my family for wrestling. Why should I stop now? Because it's not too late, bro. As long as you've got breath left in your body, it is not too late, man.
Right.
But it's, my God, bro, these guys haven't stopped at 75, 77, 80 years old. It's like, man, bro, really?
I saw him with Taker, and it just looks sad.
It looked very sad, bro. Very, very sad, man. Yep.
We have a super chat from King J. Sean. What is up, King J? How you been? Long-time viewer. Good seeing both you, Vinny Max. Thanks for watching, brother. Any interesting Kane, Taker, or Stone Cold stories? Love the energy. Stay on 10.
Bro, I got so many. I mean, I just got so many. Yeah, I got so many stories about those guys. I mean, I loved working with all the guys. Bro, that's the thing, man. That's why I don't want to be in the business today. Bro, when you're talking about guys like Kane, Taker, and Stone Cold, bro, you're talking about pros. These are pros. And bro, why are they in the wrestling business? Do they love it? Yes. But they're in the wrestling business to make money. Sure. It is a business. They know it's a business. They treat it like a business. Our relationship is a business relationship. You fast forward today, bro, and literally you've got a business full of children. Right. They are kids. They are children. They are in the industry because they love to fake fight. It's not a business. These aren't freaking men, bro. And that's why I'm not interested in working with today's athlete. I'm really not.
Right. We have another one here. Let's see. Another super chat. Thank you guys so much. This is going to Vince McMahon's fund because he needs it, doesn't he?
Yes.
So we have any thoughts on Bobby?
Oh God,
Knight
yeah, man. Bro, I went to school in Indiana, man. Bobby Knight was God in freaking Indiana. You talk about an unbelievable, great coach, man. That was a great loss, bro. Bobby Knight was one of the greatest.
I was going to ask you. You asked me my favorite sports organization. I know you love baseball.
Love baseball.
You're a baseball freak. You do the baseball fantasy and all that. Yep. I'm a football guy. I love football. Is it Jets or Giants for you? Which one is it?
Bro, you know, it's so weird. I grew up such a die-hard Giants fan, man. I was there for the Super Bowls, Phil Simms, all that crap. Bro, I don't know what it is, but I've just kind of lost interest in all sports but baseball. Like, I don't know why.
So you don't watch football at all? You don't watch any?
Bro, I'll watch football if I go on DraftKings and I put $5 on a game. Yeah. Then I'll watch the game. But outside of that, man, I don't know, bro. I lost interest.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to guess. I'm like, you know what? It's probably the Jets.
Giants, it was.
You know? But you're a Giants guy. Yeah, they lost their quarterback. He's done for the year. And then Aaron Rodgers. But you're a baseball guy.
Would
you think it was a good World Series here?
Bro, I didn't watch one inning. I didn't watch one inning of it. Not interested. I'm not. And the ratings were the lowest ratings in the history of World Series.
Really?
People just did not care about these two teams, man.
Is that baseball in general, or is it just the World Series?
Bro. You get the Dodgers in there, you get the Yankees in there, you get the Red Sox in there, but nobody cared about these market teams, bro. Bro, I got a friend on the line. Can I patch him through?
Absolutely.
It's like bonus material for you. Okay.
Let's throw him in. Yeah.
All right. Bonus.
Does he want to do the? You want to do the StreamYard, or is he doing it
No,
over the phone?
I just got him on the phone.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's throw him on. Y'all ready?
Here we go.
I don't anticipate ever giving another match 7 stars, but if I do, then it'll be a wonderful thing for wrestling.
Yeah, there you go. Dave Meltzer, everybody. Dave Meltzer, pop it in the chat, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Meltzer. All right, yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that.
You have him on speed dial, huh?
Yeah, he's always calling me, bro, with these little comments. I like to kind of patch him through, bro.
Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
I tell you, man. It's crazy. We have I think we had another question here. Where was it? Oh, yeah. King J. Sean followed it up. He said, what part of Indiana, Russo?
I went to school in Evansville, Indiana. I went to Indiana State, used to have an Evansville campus, but now they've changed that college to Southern Indiana. That's where I went to college.
Okay. There you go, King J. Sean. Thank you for the super chats, brother. And we got another one here, Vince. This is from Iron Claw 30. All right. What's your favorite horror film? You a movie guy, Vince? You like movies?
I'm a big movie guy,
movies.
but my least favorite genre is probably horror.
Really?
Man, bro. Bro, it's so cliche, but it's probably truthful. I would say the original Halloween.
I mean, that's a classic, bro.
That's a great
I got to give that a play. It's a classic.
That's a great film.
If you haven't seen it, I saw Killers of the Flower Moon.
Is that the new
Scorsese?
Okay, but I heard it was like 3 hours.
Bro, listen. When I heard 3.5 hours, I was planning my intermission, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something, Vince. I swear to you, that movie had me hooked. You ever see The Departed?
Oh, yeah.
That's a 3-hour movie. 2 hour, 45 minutes, 3 hours. It's close to 3 hours.
That's the only thing stopping me, the time, bro. That's a long time.
I would give it a watch when it comes out on streaming. That way you could take some breaks.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, fantastic movie. Shout out to Martin Scorsese, by the way, right? Because he knows who we are.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Marty. All right, Vince, we're going to play a little game here. A little game for you. All right. It's going to be called First Word That Comes to Mind. Okay? First word that comes to mind. So I'm going to tell you someone who's in the wrestling business, and you can only reply with one word.
Okay.
Right, one word. First one, and we got a little taste of it at the beginning of the show. Hulk Hogan.
Legend.
All right, we'll give that one applause. I think that's great of you, Vince, too.
Well, yeah, that's what comes to mind when you throw his name at me, bro. Everybody with their Mount Rushmores. If freaking Hogan isn't at the top of your Mount Rushmore, I don't know what to tell you.
Vince McMahon.
Bro, when I think of Vince McMahon, I just think of power.
Power. All right, power.
Yeah.
All right. Tony Khan.
Clown. That's a clown. Bro. Listen, that one guy, bro. If you put a picture of me next to Tony Khan and asked who is the clown of the two, I promise you, 99% of the people would say Tony Khan.
Okay, Jim Cornette.
Hornyacker.
Hornyacker.
Yeah.
Sean Ross Sapp.
Dope. Dope, bro. Dope. Bro, ask me what I think about Orange Cassidy. Gotta ask me.
Okay. You know what? Here's a new one, Vince. Orange Cassidy.
All right.
That shit that he does, I mean, with the hands in the pants, I mean, that is great stuff.
Great stuff, the hands in the pants. Bro, great stuff, the hands in the pants. Very nice. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
MJF.
Fearless.
I like that. I agree. Ric Flair.
Wrestling.
Jeff Jarrett. And I had this on the list, and it's funny you mentioned these guys. Jeff Jarrett.
Smart.
I love it. There you go. That's the game. Great job. Great job. We got a question from Mr. Kirk Hall, longtime viewer of Pounding the Meat podcast. That's a podcast. All right. Who is your favorite wrestler? I'm sure you get this all the time. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? Does it change?
Not really, bro. Listen, I love when you say that, like guys that immediately come to mind are way back. Like I got, when I first started watching, the people who drew me were the Valiant Brothers. And the three-headed monster manager of Albano, Blassie, and the Grand Wizard. I love Chief J Strongbow. I love Ernie Ladd. I love those guys back in the day. But bro, if I got to talk really about all around, if I could only pick one, I would definitely say Randy Savage. All right. He had it all. Had it all, bro. Had it all. Had it all.
Can't argue that.
Bro, do you know those guys from England? What Culture? You ever hear these What Culture guys?
Yes. Yeah.
You know who they are?
Yeah, the YouTube channel. Yeah.
They're on they want to patch through.
All right, Dolman.
You sure it's okay?
This show's popping tonight. Absolutely.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, you guys. You got something to say? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I really thought there was going to be a second part of your sentence. This is the news.
Okay. All right. What else do we have? Double B.
You are really hooking me up tonight.
Who else we got? What do we got?
I'll tell you. Okay, we have. You know what? I forgot this, and I'm sorry because I showed you Mike Jones in the back. My second father. Mm-hmm. He's gonna murder me if I don't ask you to answer with one word to this person. Okay, and he wrote it on the list, and I forgot. Booker T.
Oh, I love Booker T. Charismatic, man. Charismatic out there, yin yang, bro.
Booker T, man, he's still doing his thing. He's
still doing his thing. I do a show, bro, too. I'm so lucky. I do a show every week with Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
And Stevie Ray, like he is a national treasure, bro. A national treasure.
I'll tell you that. And he knew you were gonna really talk nicely about him. He's like, "Oh, Booker T's his guy, man."
Oh, I love Booker. Are you kidding me, bro? Bro, my greatest accomplishment in my career was putting the heavyweight title on Booker T, hands down.
Speak to me, King. And you know who said that? Mike Miller's buddy, Joey V, said.
Yeah, hands down, that's his moment. greatest crowning achievement, without a doubt.
That's amazing. So before we get out of here, we have a few more minutes, right? We CM Punk. He's been in the news. What'd you say, a month or two, Vince? Right? A month or two.
A month or two.
About a month or two. CM Punk. CM Punk. First of all, his exit of AEW was strange. Very strange. Mm-hmm. It seemed like everything was good, everything was bad, everything was good again, everything's bad again. What the fuck happened back there, Vince, from your perspective? You've been backstage longer than any of us have watching. What the fuck happened back there? What made this shit go
Bro,
down?
I'll tell you, I think what happened to Punk is what happened to me. Bro, I left TNA and I left mainstream wrestling in about 2012. But I can tell you, bro, back that all the way up to like 2005. Bro, what I started seeing was all these young punks coming into the wrestling business who thought they knew more than Vince Russo would ever know. And they knew shit. They were children, bro. They were not pros. And I think, bro, with CM Punk being out of a locker room for a very long time, and look at the greats that Punk worked with, bro, now you're walking into a locker room. I think he meant to do well. I think he wanted to be a locker room leader. But, bro, now you are walking into a different type of locker room. Right. Now you are walking into disrespectful children. And that had to be a cultural shock for CM Punk. And it probably got to the point, bro, where he held his tongue long enough and just got to the F it moment. Right. Because I guarantee you, bro, the locker room he left and the locker room he walked into many years later was two completely different worlds.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's almost a whole generation between the two. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying?
Bro, I remember Hulk Hogan saying in an interview a couple of years ago, like when he would return to the WWE to do a spot here and there, bro, he was like ignored by the younger talent. Hulk said that.
Hogan.
And I'm like, are you freaking kidding? Like, bro, serious? That's like Joe DiMaggio walking into your locker room, and you're gonna ignore Joe DiMaggio. But bro, that's the generation. That's why I have no desire whatsoever to work with these people.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense too, because you probably get to your fuck it moment pretty damn quickly.
Oh,
with
God, bro,
these
the
kids.
first day, I would not last a day, bro. I would not last a day.
And then, you know, there's rumors now with Punk going to WWE again.
Yeah.
You know, they're saying either Survivor Series or Chicago could be a surprise entry or WrestleMania. To me, Vince, I think that'd be a big power move by WWE. Whether it works out or not, it's still a power move.
I think it would be too, bro. But I just don't see it. I think there's, bro, listen, two things. Number one, I think there's too much bad blood. And wrestlers never forget. But number two, bro, listen, no matter how bad the product is, with their Saudi Arabia deal, with the streaming service deals, bro, they're making money hand over fist.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they don't give a shit about the show. They don't give a shit about the show. As long as they're making the money they're making, bro, they know they could put out a subpar product and it'll be good enough. But with that being said, I don't think they need them. They're just making so much money now. Why would they bring, you know, what they...
I think it would just be a middle finger to that's personally what I think. It would just be a middle finger to Tony.
I just, bro, I don't think AEW is a pimple on their ass.
Yeah,
you know, until they beat them in a ratings or something. But right now, I don't think they're a threat at all.
Yeah. One more super chat here from Mr. Public Nuisance again. And this one is close to my heart. This is really close to my heart.
Oh, my God.
What do you think of the Rocky movies? Public. What do we think?
Bro, hold on, man. I got the man tattooed on my arm right there.
God.
You can see.
Yeah, I got all Rocky merch.
Oh, I got all Rocky merch. I'll tell you. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. You guys want to know what good programming is? Because there is still good shows out there. Bro, they just released a Sly documentary on Netflix.
It was beautiful.
You saw it.
I saw it.
Bro, if you're not a Sly guy, this stuff could change your life.
Yeah.
When you listen to people like this stuff could change your life. And bro, what did Rocky do? Exactly what we're talking about, bro. As he got older and achieved and did it all of a sudden, bro, he's seeing the end zone. And what did he put the focus on? Family. Yep. So as he got older, he understood, I am not going to be around forever. I've accomplished all this great shit. It is now time for me to go home, which is that's normal. That's normal thinking, bro.
Right. Vince is just getting started, man.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
What's your favorite piece of wrestling memorabilia that you own right now?
I don't own any wrestling memorabilia. I own one thing, bro. One thing. Everything else I've totally gotten rid of. When I was the editor of the magazine, whoever was on the cover of the magazine, I had them sign it for me.
Okay.
So I had signed magazines with everybody.
Right.
And bro, I got rid of all of them. You know, and I'm talking, you know, Austin, Rock, Taker. I mean, you name it. The only piece of wrestle memorabilia I have left is I've got one magazine cover, and it's Jim Neidhart and Owen Hart.
Ooh.
And yeah, they both personally signed it for me. That's the only thing I have left. Everything else I gave away.
That's beautiful. That deserves a round. So we're about to wrap things up. Vince, first of all, I want to thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I always have a good time with Vince Russo, Vic Venom, you know, in the building. Joey did me a favor. We did this last time, and we did it again. we have an official bro count for the show.
Oh no! You want me to
All right,
guess?
so we
This
need
is
to know-
like jelly beans in the jar.
I'm gonna have you guess the number first, and then we're gonna get the official number. I got the official number now. All right, unless you say it a couple more times in your guess. We have the official number. So go ahead. Your guess.
Do
on
you
how
know?
many.
Before we get to that, are you familiar with Kirken Hall in Japan, where they have all those great wrestling shows?
No.
Kirken Hall. You never heard of
No.
Kirken Hall?
Uh-uh.
Well, in case you're interested,
to
Dave
me.
Meltzer would like to give you directions.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Go
All
ahead,
right,
Dave.
go ahead, Dave. Go ahead. This is the last time, Dave. Don't bother me again. But if anybody out there needs directions to Kirken Hall in Japan, here you go.
Well, everything's Cork and Hall. So if you stay in Cork and Hall, you're going to walk. It's a 20-minute train ride. Yeah.
Yeah. 20 minutes. All right, so I got to. So we were on for an hour, you and I, right?
Yeah, I'd say 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes, maybe a minute over, But so let's think about how many bros you say, and give me a number for the total number of bros in 60 minutes from Vince Russo.
Okay, so a bro a minute would be 6.
I won't count that one.
Okay, I'm gonna say 42.
42. The price is right. Give me 42. We have a couple guesses here. We have 596.
Oh, come on, King Sean.
We have 18,696.
booty.
We have a good one, maybe 60.
That's a good one,
maybe
Sam.
60.
That's a good one.
I'll give it a round of applause for that. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Bromania running wild. Ladies and gentlemen, the total number of bros stated by Mr. Vince Russo tonight is 219.
No
bros.
way. No, that's doctored, bro. That's doctored.
219.
I don't
bros.
believe it. I don't believe it.
I'm telling you, bro. Thank you so much, Vince, for everything, for being here tonight, for chilling on Pounding the Meat, the podcast. All right. And other than that, we had a fun time. It's always great to have you on. I think we got to have you on again.
Yeah,
you're always a riot, bro.
Definitely,
you're a riot. 219 bros going strong. Maybe next show we can hit 220 or above. 220
Yeah,
or above.
yeah.
Vince, anything you want to say before we bounce out of here?
Yeah, guys, real quick, man, russosbrand.com, bro. Check it out, russobrand.com. And also, man, check out my YouTube, man. I'm trying to build my YouTube. It's all free. There's great free clips on there. That's at youtube.com/Vince Russo Brand.
Thank you, Vince. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. You all have a good night. Peace out.